I'm not sure what's madder, QPR seemingly being hell-bent on topping the great goalkeeper crisis of 21-22 with Steve Cook's clattering of Ben Hamer forcing Paul Nardi back into this team within just 19 minutes, or the fact that 5'7" Paul Smyth has scored 2 headed winners this season. But with Rangers making it back-to-back wins with a 1-0 victory away at Blackburn Rovers on Wednesday night, I'm all for it. If you're new here, I'm Connor aka Hoopsa. I talk all things Queen's Park Rangers, and in this video I'll be discussing all of the key moments from this latest Rs win. So if you like what you see, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Julian Stephan made 3 changes to his Hull City beating starting 11 here, the first in Steve Cook replacing Jake Clark-Salter, very much to be expected, and the club confirming on socials that his absence was to allow him to prepare for Norwich on Saturday following his first appearance of the season. Sam Field also came back into the side at left back for Reece Norrington-Davies, while Koki Saito came in for Richard Kone to sit in behind Romain Barrel. The match started with Rangers in the ascendancy, and in keeping with last Saturday, Elias Chair was at the heart of our early attacks, first pouncing on a scrappy punt forward by Karamoko Dembele, cutting past his man and forcing a save from Ainsley Pears that nearly left Rangers an open goal until Koki Saito was flagged offside. Romain Barrel was up next, Koki Saito playing him to the byline and the striker chopping past his marker to force another parry from the keeper, but Dembele's rebound was blocked for a corner that Varane would head over the bar from. We were looking very fluid and lively, so what could possibly go wrong? Well, if you had Sam Field losing the ball, forcing Steve Cook to chase down a Blackburn through ball and in turn colliding with Ben Hamer, then please share your lottery numbers in the comments. After a lengthy stoppage for treatment, a bloodied Hamer was forced off the pitch in just his 3rd Rs appearance, meaning the now twice exiled Paul Nardi was once again called upon in his place. Rangers took a little while to get going after the pause, and yet they would still limit Blackburn to no chances at all until the 41st minute. First though, on 27 minutes, some lovely footwork saw Saito dancing down the left byline in the box and headed for goal until he was completely wiped off the ball. And I have to say, I can't believe this wasn't given as a penalty. The defender made absolutely no attempt to play the ball, and yet the referee decided in an instant that it was fair game. Chair had the next chance on 39 minutes, a bulkier looking Dembele winning the ball back strongly in the aftermath of a corner, but Chair's right-footed shot flying high and wide. Given Blackburn hadn't taken a shot at goal until this point, it's naturally par for the course that they would have the best chance of the half when Ryoya Mirashita played an inch-perfect ball across the box, and Rovers top scorer Andrew Gudjonsson beat both Jimmy Dunn and Amadou Mabenge to the ball, only to knock it past the left post. After that let off, a beautiful passage of QPR passing followed in the next few minutes, but the two sides headed into the break level pegging. QPR would again shade the early minutes of the second, Saito pouncing on a moment of hesitation from the Blackburn backline on 55 minutes and forcing a near post save. But it was again Gudjonsson who looked most like scoring a few minutes later when he took an excellent first touch on a cutback and picked out the bottom corner, only for Nardi to make an absolutely stellar diving save. Rangers dealt with Blackburn's next few chances, Nardi again tipping away an awkward corner ball and Ryan Hedges' efforts on 65 minutes denied by some top defending from Sam Field. Strangely though, Rangers felt balanced and, to be honest, in control. The home side were having chances, but we didn't feel panicked. We were winning the loose balls in the middle of the pitch, and Stephan's double sub on 71 minutes of Richard Kone and Paul Smyth for Saito and Dembele was perfectly timed to try and tip this game in our favour. Considering he's been completely unused in the last 2 games, Smyth was like a man possessed when he came on, and so it was incredibly fitting that he would be the player to make the difference when we finally scored on 78 minutes. The cut inside and beautiful curling delivery to the back post for his 3rd goal involvement in 2 games was just vintage Elias Chair. But the timing of the run and the connection from Smyth was just absolutely top class and very much deserving of a double somersault. With 3 goals from 11 appearances, he's already matched his highest total for Rangers and topped his contributions from last season, so whatever we're feeding him at Heston, more of that please. He nearly even doubled his spoils from the same position on 88 minutes when he first time volleyed a high ball into the box from Field. And while it looked like a miraculous save at first glance, it was in fact the post that denied him his wonder goal. Still, with a meaty challenge in stoppage time to halt any later Blackburn pressure, it was the quickest man of the match performance I've seen in some time. If I'm being honest, I thought pretty much everyone played very well, and it was one of the more balanced and confident performances we've seen this season, which after the nature of the whole win, as satisfying as that was, is really reassuring. I was impressed with Chair again, I was impressed with Mabenge again, but the blip that led to Hamer getting injured aside, I thought Sam Field was really impressive at left back, and one of the more interesting stats is that we've now kept 3 clean sheets when he has started in that position. And that now gives Stefan an interesting decision to make, with QPR out of nowhere suddenly having two very solid options at left back to choose from. Anyway, now it's over to you. What did you think of this performance and result? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much as ever for tuning in. If you're new here, you've enjoyed the content, you want to see more, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one in my Norwich City match preview. Cheers!